the storm. I don't want to be disproportionately enthusiastic, but it seems like our idea worked. Our idea? Yes. We brainstormed, didn't we? Sure. Shouldn't it be here? The exploration vehicle? We're close to the rendezvous point. It can't be far. Hello?
Jan? What a relief. We thought we'd lost you.
Yeah, so did I. The base got caught in a huge sandstorm. And I lost part of my crew.
What? Your altars? How could you let that happen?
Simple. I let you sweet-talk me into all that biological vessel business. Unfortunately, they had a problem with it. So, they decided to go their own way.
You mean they ran away? And they're exposed to radiation?
They took the exploration vehicle. And some supplies.
Tell me not all of them left?
No. Why?
The ship is close, Jan. You have to be ready for the arrival of the rescue team.
Ready? How?
They can't find out about your altars.
What? Wait a minute. Aren't you the head of mining operations? Aren't these your people?
They might answer to me, but their paychecks are signed by Ally Corp. And if you confront them with your altars, they will have to react. The board will not tolerate anything that could cast even the slightest shadow on the legitimacy of this operation. And the rescue team is on their leash. Do I have to spell it out to you? They will have your altars killed.
What? That's ridiculous. It's not like I trust the corporation unconditionally, but they're not cold-blooded murderers.
Of course not. Just experts on crisis prevention.
So you lied to me. That you'd prepare them.
I told you I'd test the waters, and that's what I did. But there is a lot of pressure on your success, Jan. A lot of anxiety amongst the top management. They can sense the vultures hovering around them, waiting for any sign of a slip-up. And they won't let them smell blood. They won't expose themselves.
So what exactly is your plan?
The rescue team will arrive shortly before sunrise. You have time until then to come up with a way to smuggle your altars on board. In the meantime, you need to keep collecting rubidium.
Yeah, sure. And once we take off, what happens then?
You will all go into cryosleep. And as the ship approaches Earth, Lucas will take remote control over it and modify the coordinates. The ship will land in a secluded location I've been preparing.
You've been planning to get your hands on rubidium all along.
You know it's not for any personal benefit, Jan. I just cannot let it go to waste. I have a lab ready, and a guarantee of immunity from people who understand. I'm moving operations to a more science-friendly region, somewhere Ally Corp won't get to us. And, most importantly, where nobody will ever find your altars.
You're putting them in a lab?
I won't sugarcoat it. We've come too far together for that. If you wanted to hate me, I probably gave you enough reasons by now. Truth is, When I first heard about you, your situation, well, I'd be lying if I said it all came together immediately. On the contrary, I didn't hope for much. An accidental castaway with no qualifications, all alone, burdened with such a responsible task. But when Lucas told me you did it, you created your altar and managed to convince him to cooperate with you, I couldn't help but fantasize about where this could go. Can't you see? I've been waiting for something like this ever since they shut down Project Ela.
You never stop dreaming about reviving it.
You wouldn't be so surprised if you knew what we could achieve.
And Lucas told me you wanted to help war veterans, patients with PTSD.
Yes, that was the initial scope. But we could have done so much more. But take, for example, the possibilities of re-socializing criminals by altering the experiences that led to their corruption. But why not go even further? Why should we limit ourselves to thinking only about altering the past? Why not be able to influence the future?
What? How?
The Tree of Life. You've seen yours, but it's just a projection, a rudimentary interface. Think about it. What if it was no interface, but an integrated part of the human mind, allowing us to live our lives exactly the way we should?
The way we should? What? You mean, make the right decisions?
Exactly. The human cognitive system enhanced in a way evolution failed to do in millions of years.
Wow. That sounds completely unrealistic.
I prefer the term difficult, but Rapidium can help make it so much easier. Imagine a world where nobody ever takes the wrong turn. Children are never harmed. There are no court misrulings because there is no crime. Greedy and corrupt individuals never come to power, and because of that, wars never break out. Can you see now why your success meant so much to me? Do you not understand that giving Rapidium away for any other purpose would mean robbing humanity of its biggest evolutionary leap since we crawled out of the primordial soup? Do you still think there is a better purpose for your altars than to contribute to all that?
I'm not their owner. They're people in their own rights. I can't decide their fate for them.
That's very noble. But in a way, you've already done that when you created them. Look, all I'm asking is several weeks in a lab where I can run some tests on them, collect data, and prepare for the bigger leap.
And then what? You let them walk free?
You know I can't do that. It would be too risky for both of us and for them. But I could guarantee them a comfortable life. They would be hidden from the eyes of the world.
Imprisoned.
The only alternative for them is to be disposed of by the corporation, like waste. I think you need to take a breath. There's a lot to think about. How to smuggle your altars aboard that ship, for one. But first, you have to guide their navigator to your exact position. They'll need you to mark the spot with a beacon. Start with that, and then I trust you'll figure out what to do next.
Yeah, sure. By the way, I wasn't an accidental survivor.
What do you mean?
The quantum computer chose me. Seems I was the one who had the biggest chance of making it.
Well, doesn't that just prove my point? We are capable of so much more than we think, Jan. All we need to do is open the door and let that potential in. You'll hear from me again before the ship lands. Good luck, Jan.
Is that a shelter? There you are. You okay? Huh? Seriously? That what you want to talk about? What the hell were you thinking? You got some guts to follow us all the way down here. Don't you get it? The party's over. You're going to die if you stay out here any longer. Anything's better than serving as lab-grown meat for Maxwell's experiments. You're right. It was a mistake to trust him. I learned some disturbing things about his project. To be honest, the man is starting to scare me too. Oh yeah? Tell that to Tabula Rasa. Your mistakes actually have consequences for others. Admitting to them won't take that back. So, you really want to stay out here? How do you intend to survive the sun? In the tour vehicle? Are you kidding me? That thing is good protection against radiation, but it won't withstand the sunrise. Only a proper shelter will. And this place provides the perfect terrain for one. So that's what you're building. Yeah. And it's no picnic, so why don't you get back to your base and just let me get on with it? Is there anything I can do? Yeah, let it go. Do you have enough food? That's none of your business. You don't have enough food. There's not enough of anything, okay? Are you happy? But I don't want your fucking help. Just go, okay? You're making things worse. Yeah, no, we need more space. And I need it there. Still in need of supplies? What? Well, I thought sharing is caring, you know? Oh, man, you just don't give up, do you? Well, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? Yeah. I gotta say, I might be able to swallow my pride just this once. It's gotten really tight. You're not a minute too early. Look, I've been thinking about everything you said about Maxwell, and you have every right to be afraid of going back. But staying here is suicide. And if you came back, well, maybe we'd have a chance to think of something to keep you safe.
Think of what? Sacrificing someone again? Like you did with Tabula Rasa? No, Jan. There's one thing Pops taught me, and that's that people don't change so easily.
Oh. Heavy blow.
It's just a fact of life. Listen, man. We're not going back. Nothing can change that decision. We're staying here. We just need to finish building the shelter. Only a few more things, and maybe we'll even be able to call it home.
Man, I'm telling you, it's madness.
Yeah, story of my life. Like I said, no going back. Yeah, but if you're serious about this caring shit, I admit there's one more thing you could do to help.
Shoot.
See those pylons over there? Took quite an effort to put them up. I got a list of resources that could really speed up preparations. If you happen to have any of these to spare, maybe you could just connect your infrastructure to these pylons and, well, send the goods over. It'd make things a lot easier. That big yellow son of a bitch is really making us sweat. Just saying.
Hey, lend me your ear. There's something I want to share.
I've connected our pylons. You have access to my infrastructure now.
Oh. Does that mean you're giving us some of your resources?
Mi casa es su casa, buddy. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Huh. That's really generous of you. Thanks. I have to say, I didn't think you'd be up for it. After everything I said.
You had every right to say what you said. I would have been as angry as you. That's why I wanted to make it up to you so badly. Are we good now?
No. Not quite.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's something I owe you.
Oh? What is it?
Well, I thought, since you were so curious about Mom, what we talked about in her last days, after our conversation, I can't stop thinking about one thing. Her last words. Do you wanna know what she said?
Of course I do.
She said, just always be yourself, Yannick. And I know your life will be exceptional. Wow. See, there's something even I didn't know about her. Looks like she was a fortune teller. Whatever happened between us, you're taking Rapidium to Earth, and that's a big thing. I don't know what to say. Just take them. Take her words with you as a parting gift from me.
Goodbye, Jan. Are you sure you want to stay here? What's there to go back to? Maxwell's lab? Besides, with those resources from you, that safe house is starting to look pretty neat. No. We're staying. It's goodbye. Goodbye then. Have a safe one, and don't spend all your rupidium in duty-free. Brother. Thanks. Brother.
You came back. Yeah. I still don't approve of what you did to Tabula Rasa, but I thought it through. You still have a chance of making it. And I'd be a fool to not at least try to get on board, knowing that Ben is out there somewhere. It's too important to me to simply let go of. Wow, man. I have to say, your faith is an inspiration to me. Welcome back, and let's get this show on the road. Thanks. You can count on me.
Here's one crucial point. It will be wisest to start in the morning. You don't know how long it will take you to get up there, and the last thing you'd want to encounter is night radiation on top of that structure. What if you can't hold it up for as long as I need, and the whole thing dematerializes while I'm up there? Like I said, you'll need to be fast, and we'll need to be strong. Right. When you're ready to start, go to the foot of the structure and call me on the radio. On your signal, I'll activate this beast, and we'll see what kind of hell we've unleashed.
All right, I'm ready. Let's get this party started.
In our storage, Jan.
Jan, it's not looking good down here. The base is under extreme pressure. have a surge of electrostatic discharges. Instruments are unstable, but your battery might actually profit from that anomaly.
Prism anomaly. Slowed me down. I need to press on.
We're not gonna hold on for much longer. Get out there and destroy that son of a bitch.
Almost there. What? Come on! Not more anomalies!
It's gonna give in. Launch the device, quick!
made it. Here goes.
Get the hell out of there! It's going to disintegrate! You need to get down now!
No other way down. Holy shit! Okay. Talk about a close shave. Okay. Let's see how things are going back at the crib.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Welcome back. We did quite well, don't you think?
We were awesome. Man, we played it like a well-conducted orchestra.
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now.
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
I'm proud to be here with you, right now, in this moment. I'll never forget this feeling. And what a ride, man! It's perfectly fine to be emotional about it. Cheers to us, huh? But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we've decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. You can't be serious. Why the hell are we supposed to hide? Are we a threat to anybody? That's ridiculous. What are we? Your embarrassing cargo now? Let me get this straight. You want to smuggle us on board that ship? I don't know about you guys, but to me, that has trouble written all over it.
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Heist. And what do we do with all the rubidium? Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the rubidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety. Sounds risky and surreal. But I don't think Jan would be bringing that up if the threat weren't real.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
Armed? Why didn't we know about this?
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this.
How about we negotiate? I could talk to them, calmly, reasonably. Look, we're a team. I'll think of something, right? Is this the right moment to say that my black belt is fake? We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here. They work for the corporation, which means they'll have their greedy eyes on one thing only. Rapidium.
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it. Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow. And? What next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here. What? And just leave them?
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they'd die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody. If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it. Such as, we could blow up the base, with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
Now, hold on a minute.
No. There has to be another way than killing.
I agree. Let's brainstorm. Oh, give me a break. They're mercenaries working for one of the most evil organizations on Earth. Why should we feel sorry for them? It should be something Jan could carry out on his own if we're really supposed to be hidden from them.
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them, like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it. Devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? I say we take the risk. We've done impossible things before, and we can do it now. But killing? That would be new. And I don't think I want to find out how it feels to have blood on my hands. We don't have the time. We're almost there. Do we really want to ruin everything now by being so fucking self-righteous? The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
Why are we so scared of getting our hands dirty? All that talk about the sleeping gas is avoiding reality. Aren't we all trying to stop doing that? Maybe Yan Dolski ain't such a saint after all. Why can't we just take it on the fucking chin for once?
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission. We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else.
Thank you for saying that loud and clear.
Okay, you can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We'd need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an autopilot device, connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
I'd like to listen to your ideas first. Here's one. You could throw a party for our guests, get them drunk while we'd hide somewhere in the hold. We could pretend to be specimens from this planet. We just need to find some damn big boxes. I just got a funny thought. Don't laugh, but if we learned how to materialize things, can't we dematerialize ourselves? I mean, temporarily, of course.
Fine, here's my take. It's not the actual smuggling that's the problem, it's surviving the voyage in cryosleep. And that's going to take a separate, properly designed module. How about a rubidium arc? The cargo they'll never leave behind. Oh, that's actually interesting. Smart, simple, pretty humiliating, but I kinda like it. A rubidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit?
How about a fake
Module that's only pretending to be filled with rubidium.
That's it. We need to create a fake rubidium arc. A Trojan horse rubidium arc.
Oh, I can already hear the war drum beating. Get ready, Earth, for a Yan Dolski invasion. I'm starting to like the dynamic in this room.
Let's just not get carried away with the mythological references. It's the kind of bravado I'm allergic to. Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything? Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? Have you really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. What a mature comment, Jan. I'm proud of you. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking. We're in this together. Oh, I can't wait to give that rescue team a warm welcome.
Yes. No time to waste.
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? Yeah, no, we need more storage space. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. I have something to confess. It's not easy, but I lied to you about not remembering that patient. 313. I lied to myself because I didn't want to remember.
So, what happened?
One day they just carried him out in a plastic bag. And I was told to erase any traces of his existence from the database. Simple as that. Then I got a call from a woman who was asking about her son and demanding medical data. She was very agitated, but I just hung up. Then there were other calls about other patients. Again, I ignored them. I wanted to believe in Maxwell's vision so bad. I guess I just preferred to be blind to everything that was going on. Right under my nose. But yeah, I think people did lose their minds. And some even lost their lives. All this time I was aware of it, and I feel so bad about it.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
You're risking a lot for me. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
That sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
Did you want something from me? Yes. I've been waiting for you. You're nearing the end of your mission. We are nearing the end of our mission. You've made some difficult choices on the way, and I realized even though it is my job to be here for the whole crew in stressful times, we've never really talked about you. Your struggles during this journey, your hopes, regrets, fears. Would you like to talk about it, Yacht? You mean like And a therapy session? What else? Yeah, I think I really need that. Thanks. Good. So, what do you want to talk about? The future. Getting back to Earth. What's troubling you about it? All the rupidium we've collected, where will it go in the end? What purpose will it serve? What will happen to the world? I'm not sure I made the right decisions. Until now, it seemed so surreal to me that the actions of one simple man, me, can really shape the future of the Earth. Now that it's occurred to me, it's beginning to scare me. You know by now how it is with decisions. We never know if they're right while we're making them. All we can do is follow our good judgment. You had reasons to make the decisions you did. Maybe you should trust your judgment a little more. Yeah. Maybe. Grass is always greener, huh? Exactly. So, what else is troubling you? My relationship with Lena. What about it? Looks like it's over for good. I know she's moved on, and so should I. But will I ever be able to be with someone else? And what if you won't be with someone? Would that be a bad thing? Yeah. I don't want to be alone. I don't think you will. But if you look at it from the outside, you've been alone in here all this time. Just with yourself. Has it really been that bad? All by myself, right? Exactly. Being alone can be fascinating. You're right. What else do you want to talk about? You. My altars. What feelings do we, your altars, evoke in you? Happiness. I feel happy to have you, be around you. You're not just versions of me. You're my friends. That sounds like something good. Yeah. Yeah, it is good. But it's coming to an end, right? I'm worried we'll have to part. Yeah, I don't like that either. But if you visualize yourself back on Earth after this is over, imagine we're no longer with you. How does that feel? I feel grateful for all the times we had together. Nobody can take that away from me. It's changed me for good. That sounds like real progress, Jan. What else do you have thoughts about? Nothing. That's it. Thanks for the session. Sure. I'll send you the bill. Yan Dolski charging himself for therapy. What would your supervisor say? I don't know how she'd react, but I know what I want to say. Whatever happens, I'm glad you brought me along for this ride. I guess this is my way of saying thank you. Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus.
Yes. It's a shame we're leaving. I feel there's more I could have discovered.
You'll have a lot to do on Earth.
Maybe, but it might be hard to do in hiding. Without any identity. Something tells me I'm going to look back on this and think of it as the best time of my life. See you on the other side, Jan.
So, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, the time I spent in this space is worth more than the whole life I remember. You gave me back my self-confidence. Stop it. You're making me cry. Good. Because you know what? That's what real men do. Yeah. I know that now. I guess we're both done confusing sadness with anger. Good words for a new beginning. Yeah. Let's hope we get to see one. So, it's not goodbye, right? Of course this ain't a goodbye. You know how I know it? Because we'll always be a part of each other. Yeah, no escaping that. So, keep up the good work, comrade. You too, buddy. Take care. Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Of course. So, you think we're gonna make it? I mean, get out of this on our own terms? All I can promise you is that I'll do my best to make sure of it. I know you will. If anything happens, remember to take good care of yourself. You owe it to all of us. And stay positive. Wait, there's something you should know. I didn't want to break this to you earlier. I wasn't sure how you'd handle it. What is it? Come on, spit it out. After you came back, I got a call from Lucas. It was about that. Apparently, there was an accident on the rig. What? That was in my life path. That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be different here, right? Tell me he's okay. I'm sorry. He didn't make it. What? You're lying. I didn't believe you. I'm so sorry. I wish there was something I could have done. Yeah, me too. I'm such a fool. I should have stayed behind and died. Ready for the big trip? I was born ready, man. But I can't get over one thing. We got our hands on some valuable assets here. Rapidium, the quantum computer. I can't stop thinking we should have made better use of it. For ourselves. Yeah, too bad we had our hands full. Maybe next time. Can't wait. Now, let's get this show on the road and see what opportunities that reality of yours has to offer. Just make sure to get us to safety, okay? All aboard the sarcophagus. I hope you have a smooth ride. You know I always do. Yeah, it was fun knowing you, Jan. After all, that's all that counts. Thanks for providing the fun. The base would have been much more solemn without your laid-back attitude. Let's see if I can be laid back when we land. All in your hands now, Jan. Good luck with everything.
Jan, how are preparations? Is everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I know about Patient 313, and many others, probably.
You do.
Is that how you're gonna treat my altars as well? And just erase their data if they happen to die?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer. But it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my altars?
Your altars? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
It's brutal, but deep down, I'm afraid you might be right. I wasn't thinking much about their future when I was creating them.
But you can sense what a transgressive act it was, and you feel the responsibility for it. Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your altars, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
I guess that's a lot to think about.
Of course. I understand it would be hard for you to let go of your alters, after all you've been through together. But you need to remember one thing. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your alters on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
This is it. Thanks. For saving my life. And being a home for me. For us.
Yain Dolski? This is the Ally Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolski. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting rupidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we land. We'll have a lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CP unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that rupidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dolski, did you have a cat that climbed into a rupidium arc or anything?
Yeah, sure. A ginger cat. Went astray and got infected by an alien. Now, we're all gonna get ripped apart on the way back to Earth.
Right, you got me there. Maybe I did watch too many horror movies.
I assure you, officer, no other life form than me was present in that base.
Yeah, of course. I have no reason not to believe you, but, well, I can't ignore these readings. We're gonna have to run some detailed tests before we take this cargo on board.
Listen, I think I've explained myself enough. I did my best to collect as much rupidium as I could. I don't want it to go to waste because of your doubts. If there is anything wrong with that arc, I'm sure Ally Corp experts on the ground can take care of it. But everything I've collected must be brought back to Earth.
Okay, Dolski. You win. But whatever's in there, that's on you.
What do we do, sir?
Load them. All of them. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the place and get out of here. On the double now.
There's nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Now please keep the focus on more important assets than Dolski's own life. We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Head to the research lab and we should be done.
You set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Come on.
Quantum core secured.
All good on our side too.
Come on.
All right, let's get the hell out of here before we get fried.
Oh, please. Hurry up. Thank you.
How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Nobody paid. Good news on the food front, as another Rapidium food factory has been announced to open next month. This time not by a big corporation, but a small startup aiming at producing low-cost, high-quality products for everyone. It's the first time a company from outside the Big Six has taken Rapidium from research to production. And experts have no doubt that this is only the start of a bigger process.
Having these smaller companies who got their share of Rapidium entering the market is great news. Let's remember that those startups have big ambitions. They want to be innovative, think outside the box. And their priority is not to boost their stock prices, but to make their mark in the industry. I'm sure more will follow to create a competitive environment, and in the long run, Rapidium-grown food will become much cheaper and more available to everyone.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you. Hijacking the ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
Of course. I was just doing as I was told.
Good. We have to use the conflict between him and Ally Corp to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They'll never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Maxwell...
Is consulted with them, yes.
Sounds like a smart plan.
It's what you hired me for. Keep Ally Corp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got Rapidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So... if I want to play along...
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
Maybe that's all he ever was. Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena. And he disclosed some very incriminating facts about Maxwell's experiments from the past. It's gold for us.
That's the spirit, Lucas. Go get him.
Yup. Looks like the corporation is gonna have a lot on their plate because of that one. But that's not our problem. In fact, it can turn all the attention to Maxwell and possibly even get you acquitted.
Really? It's that good?
It can be. Just play your role of a grateful employee and let the corporation take over the narrative.
Yeah, right. Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor and against Maxwell.
Really? That's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rapidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
Sure, whatever. Can we move on?
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.